Hello, hello. Okay, let's adjust everything before we start. How is everyone? So last time, I think last maybe couple of lives when hi Janelle, sorry if I butchered your name. The mic was funny, so I hope this time is gonna be much better. Greetings from Georgia. Nice, it's so nice that people are joining from all over the world. I'm just going to burn some pine tree, connect, and we're gonna start as usual with your weekly prediction. Pile number 1, 2, or 3. I might actually give you decks to choose from today. Oof, love the smell. Reminds me of camping, reminds me of witchcraft and all the good stuff. Okay, so let's see which decks we're using here for you today. For pile number 1, I really want the gold leaf tarot, bear with me. That's gonna be pile number 1. Hi everyone. Okay. Pile number 2, we're gonna have the Super Lunaris Tarot. For your weekly prediction, we'll see what's happening with us. And pile number 3, I don't use this deck very often, but I'm very drawn to it today. Let's get it. I don't even remember the name of it. Ancient looking deck. Here it is. Now before we start, don't like the camera. Better. Before we start, I know that some of you pre-booked your mini readings, which we are going to do at the very end of this. Whoever is new here, I offer during live only $21.21 readings at the end of my lives. And so far in the queue, I have Angelica and I have Tyler. Okay, if anyone else will book during the reading, I will note you down so that we are clear where we stand. And let's go. If you need some more time, this is a bit crooked. Stop it right here. Pile 1, 2, and 3. Let's start with 1. Let's tap in. Let's see what energies are waiting for you next week and a half. What do we need to talk about here? Pile 1. Can you hear me well? Because last time the mic was funny and some people couldn't even watch. So of course, depending on your device, some devices can volume up a bit louder, some of them not. But I literally have my mic right next to my mouth, so it should be fine today. Okay, pile number 1. What can we expect happening next week and a half? Nice start, strong start. 6 of Wands. Justice. Wow, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. I'm gonna pull cards from various other decks, including Oracle, and we'll see how those speak to one another. Animal Tarot, El Goliath deck, Romance Angel. The Angel deck, we're gonna see where your protection lies next week and a half, where your focus lies. And one more deck. Let's go. Ace of Summer, which is the Ace of Cups, King of Cups. Release your ex. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be only ex related, okay? We're going to talk about this. We're going to look at the angel and protection a bit later on. We have get more information. Steampunk Kipper, a long way. Success and love. Okay. Okay, Janelle, I'm going to put you down in the list. You're going to be third just after Tyler. Got your booking. All right. Let's go. Plan number one, straight away, your overall energy is literally like a winner energy next week we're gonna have. There is a lot that you can do with this energy. Sometimes we walk into seasons, we walk into weeks with certain energy that we hold. You are bringing in Six of Wands. So don't be surprised if you are super motivated, very self-confident, and I feel like it's because something is happening here with your achievements. Let me see in which area of your life this achievement is. What is this achievement about? I love the penmanship. Thank you. Okay, so pile number one is coming out of lack here. Where was that lack? Some people thought that they're not either good enough or they were not walking the right path. And next week and a half, all of this will be scratched. You will get feedback from God, universe, whatever you believe in really, that you're exactly where you need to be. You don't need to get distracted by any other roads here. You are on this long road. Long doesn't mean bad. Long means it's a steady road ahead that you're going to be walking. And you have the Wheel of Fortune here. A lot of things will be to your advantage next week we're going to have. Justice is telling us that good karma points are coming your way. If anyone had or will have any legal dealings or dealings with contracts or formalities, the fortune is on your side. So do not be worried. Say if someone is going to an interview and they're like, oh, will I get this contract? Will I not? Most likely you will, okay? The energy you're bringing into the room is kind of like the winner's energy. It's not physical. It is energetic. People can feel this. It's also a really good week to go on dates, okay? Success in love is right here. This is a time when you want to taste life. The Ace of Summer is here, where you might want to go invite someone on a date or tell someone how you feel, and it doesn't necessarily have to be only in romantic sense. In your family and friendships as well. Expressing how you feel, and I feel like you're doing it in such confidence here that you also allow other people to open up in a very vulnerable way. The Ace of Summer says, this is the beginning of a new emotional experience for you. It may be the first blush of romantic love, the rebirth of a current relationship, or the awakening of spiritual gifts and insights. It's most likely to do with relationships here. Let me clarify. Release your ex. What is this talking about? Okay. Whoever dealt with an ex, an actual ex, who was very prideful, maybe even arrogant, this person may show up in some way next week and a half. Either you will want to reach out to them or they will want to reach out to you. Your answer in this case is better not. Give it time. Don't give in to emotions, because I'm seeing, if that's the case, I'm seeing the same issues that were not resolved. There wasn't enough time coming back around. Okay? Coming back around. I feel like someone hasn't given a person or themselves enough time to really sit with their emotions and to see the situation from a realistic perspective. They're like, oh, but this person is really drawing me in. Yeah, if someone is maybe a little bit, I don't know, cocky or arrogant, a lot of people sometimes are drawn to them just because of self-confidence, but it's not good self-confidence. It is twisted, right? Those who tend to be a little bit weaker, don't have enough of it, they very naturally can be drawn towards people like that. But I feel like the situation in this relationship was probably Yeah, the pride has interfered in this. And I'm not sure if this has changed. So this is just for someone who has dealt with a situation like that. I am seeing a potential for a new beautiful connection here. Would it be a friendship or romantic partnership? Whoever this person is who are walking into your life, a new connection, they can see through bullshit. Okay, if someone is lying, manipulating, they have a very clean and transparent circle around them, and they intend to keep it that way. This is someone who cannot stand lies or cannot stand people who just trying to sneak their way out of an issue. This is someone who tries to be very transparent and vulnerable themselves, and they want the same in their surroundings. And I really feel like you're going to be drawn towards this person. Some of the signs that may appear that this connection is coming in is anything really to do with birds. Would it be feathers? Would it be a bird staring at you somewhere, I don't know, in the park on a branch? But, you know, there's going to be a lot of birds. You're going to pay attention to one. You will feel that that's a message. It's not just a random bird staring at you. You will feel the energy, okay? All right, let's see what else here. Let's see where your protection lies from your spirit team. Pile 1. Reconciliation regains the favor of those one has offended. Now, if anyone has offended you or you offended anyone, it seems like your guides are going to be helping you sort out this situation. If someone has to say sorry, they very likely will come through with that. If you wanted to say sorry but you didn't have enough, maybe courage to do so, next week you're going to have that courage. This is also the time if you want to reconcile with an old friend or a colleague or someone from your childhood. This is a good time to do so. But remember, your guides will be protecting you from reconciling with people that you're not supposed to have in your life. So don't take it as, oh my God, I tried, but this went tits up. They kind of helping you filter out with who you want to reconcile and who you want to leave in the past. With who the cycle, the season has ended, the expiration date is there. So next week you can realize, hey, okay, I tried to do this, didn't work out, means maybe I need to leave it aside for now. I reached out to that person, they want to see me. Everything is going smoothly. We had a great meeting. And you are drawing in that person back into your life because you're still supposed to do something together or experience something together. Okay? Hope this made sense. Let's jump to pile number 2. No, before we go, let's do a pick a card in the pick a card for pile number 1. Because I feel like some of you may be a little bit confused about one particular connection here. I want to get to the bottom of this and give you a bit more guidance. Let me just tidy the desk. Let me get my yes and no deck. Okay, sorry, it took me a minute. Got it. If anyone has a yes or no question for pile number 1, it's still your time here. Ask away in your mind. But make sure those questions are beneficial to you. Those questions are not taking away power from you. And the outcomes, they are boosting you up. If I were you, I would ask the question, is this a best route for me to take in this situation? Should I blah, blah, blah? Okay. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Morning, Lorinda. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let me see how it looks like on camera. It is lagging a bit. Watching it on my laptop live, so I have to wait it out. Okay, let me adjust you slightly. Take your time. Ask as many questions as you want really here. You can ask about 3 different topics and see which number draws your attention. Sometimes people ask the same question twice, and they choose for the same question 2 answers. A lot of times it is very similar, it matches. So let's go. Stop it right here if you need more time. Number 1, the answer to your question is, it's a yes. Number 2, another path is yours, meaning there is something better out there. You're not seeing something just yet because it's not in your environment. Or take a different route. 3, it's a no. 4, not the right time for you to know this or to do something, or not the right time for you to know the outcome just yet. Or give something more time, okay? 5, it's a no. 6, it's a yes, definitely, a strong one. 7, maybe. Okay, when a maybe appears, there is a surprise to a situation. It is not usually bad. It's usually something, it's almost like it's the unexpected, okay? Expect the unexpected. And this also reminds me of miracles, when we don't expect something happening and it happens and we're very happy. If we knew about this earlier on, it wouldn't be a surprise. And number 8, the situation may be delayed. Take more time on traveling, take more time in the situation, sleep on it. Okay? Hope this made sense, pile number 1, and this was helpful. All right, let's go to pile number 2. Let me have a sip of water. My throat is feeling weak these past couple of days. I don't know if it's because I did quite a lot of personal readings or what. But it is, I'm feeling this tightness, and I'm not sick. It's not that. It just feels like a lot of energy is flowing through the throat chakra. All right, pile number 2, we're starting with you. Let me just double check if anyone booked so that I have a queue in the right order. No, good, okay. Pile number 2, what can you expect happening next week and a half? Pile 1 was great. Very, very good, intense, powerful energies. The Lovers. Strength. The Magician. You have great cards here too. I love this. The Ace of Swords. The Hierophant. The Tower. Knight of Cups. And the Sun. All right. Let's pull from more decks. We're going to look at the archetype for you for the next week. We're going to look at your emotional state, what you're focusing on. Let's see what the ancestors want to say. And let's see where your focus lies. Where does your focus lie? We have an advisor. We have good news. Great. Feel like there was one more. Great happiness. Wow, put it right on top of the sun. Happy times, my people. Okay, don't think I had readings like that for pile 1 and 2. This is already collective for a while, where I'm picking up this intense, beautiful, successful, happy energy throughout them both. We have the Ten of Wands. Now, this is the ancestors' message, okay? Listen, some of you are not looking after your backs or a particular muscle group. Overall, your ancestors have been trying to give you a sign, give you a message to pay attention to what feels off in your body. And just yesterday, I had a chat when I was walking in the forest with my partner, how people get used to pain or discomfort. They just live with it. They don't remember how it is, how it feels to be strong, or how it feels for that particular part of the body to be healthy, right? If you sprained your ankle, for example, and you live with that consistent pain, it might be mild, but you get used to it. So your guides are saying, please do not get used to the discomfort. You can do something about this. For another group of people, your ancestors are saying, hey, you have been carrying this load for a little bit too long than you are supposed to. The lesson was learned already, but you keep carrying the difficulty of the lesson with you. It is time to let it go. If this was for you, you will know exactly what this is talking about. Now let's look at your archetype card. The vow and the Hierophant and the Lovers is here. This is going to be the theme of this reading. What vows you have given, not only for others, to yourself. What did you promise to yourself? Some of you have promised that from, I don't know, January 1st, you're going to do this. Are you continuing to do that? Are you continuing to do something that you have promised yourself? And I feel like a lot of you are, but some of you need a reminder, okay? Let's read about this card from the book and let's see what the author wants to say with it. I love the description of these cards. It is deep. It leaves you thinking. It does have the light and the dark aspect. So some of you might be in the light, some of you might be in the dark. You will know what your situation is. Light aspect says bearing witness to the shift toward destiny. Dark, unconscious vows, unkept promises, messy karma. The promise, the oath, the contract. When the vow is spoken, the air shifts, karmic ties are formed, and destiny tilts on its axis. Our words and intentions have immense power. There is a reason that great mythic stories of our past often include the recitation of oaths and the mixing of drops of blood as mark of union. The tricky part is that reciting the vow, no matter how casually, activates the eternal and unseen forces of the world. The ancestors bear witness. The laws of nature respond. These promises cannot be unsaid or forgotten. So breaking them can leave lingering complexities and loose ends. This card calls us to acknowledge the vow we are living by consciously or unconsciously, and either recommit to it or create a ritual that signifies its closure. You've been underestimating the power of your promises. And it is important, since promises and vows started over here, okay? And we have the vow on top of that. You may want to look at some of the vows that you've made with some people from the past. What this reminds me of, for the next week, we're going to have, you know how people lock locks on bridges? How many people do you think are not together anymore, but that lock is still there? That lock is with intention, and it does a lot of times keep the ties, energetic ties, going. Okay, so if I were you, if you were in that situation, I would literally get rid of anything that is intentional, that set a contract between you and a person, you and a situation. Okay, I'm giving you romance just an example because it's easiest. Now, some of you may be promising something really important to yourself next week we're going to have, and it's going to be powerful, okay? Don't take the Tower card here as a negative, because I'm seeing this as a force of strength. Nothing else in this reading because of the surrounding cards here. Some of you may be promising yourselves that, hey, I'm gonna have my body healthier from this date, or I'm going to be better at relationship, or I promise you that I'm gonna stay with you forever. Some people may get engaged, you yourself or in your circle. I'm also seeing promise rings. I am seeing friendship bracelets and all of that jazz. So it's very important to look at your vows and see which ones you want to cut off, which ones you want to build on. There is a lot of happiness here, pile number 2, which I love. If you are looking for news, letter, email, phone call, if you're waiting for something to come through, know that the news will be good. It's going to be to your advantage. If some of you have been stuck thinking, oh, I don't have an idea for this project, or I have creative block, know that next week we're gonna have the sky is clear. A lot of ideas, a light bulb moments will be coming through. If I were you, I would pull out my diary and write down all of the downloads or ideas that I'm getting, because some of them will be super freaking unique and can bring quite a lot of prosperity, abundance in the future. Don't leave it lingering in your head. You may forget it later on. And you can always come back to your diary or your journal and see, oh, this is actually a great idea. Maybe the time wasn't then for me to execute it, but time is now. I'm seeing beautiful partnerships. I'm seeing beautiful marriages. I'm seeing people wanting to work on any issues that they may have in those. Wanting to maybe bring in more passion if, say, you are married for 10 years or so. Wanting to bring in a little bit more inspiration in what you do. I'm seeing love. I'm seeing some people working with loving energy. It feels like someone is manifesting, maybe using the love energy here, because they connect into the heart chakra and they're spreading out that love to whoever else in this earth needs that. So someone is asking something to themselves, but they also are praying in a way, wishing that everyone else who needs that gets it too. So it's a really nice karma here, really good balance, energetically speaking. Give me one moment. Okay, let me write down, because Melinda just booked for the mini reading. Now we're going to do at the end of this, let me put her down on a list. So I have 4 of you so far, in case anyone is wondering. First is Angelica, second Tyler, then Janelle, and then Melinda. Okay, let's continue. Let's look at how you are feeling emotionally here, what you're focusing on. You have basil, so you may want to work with this herb. You may have just a very intuitive urge to, I don't know, use basil in your cooking. And it's because it feels like your soul is giving you these hints. We need this herb. Every herb has properties, not only physical properties, but energetic, and it feels like that's what you're drawn to here. So Basil card, the light aspect says energy, rejuvenation, coming back to a normal rhythm, and intuition. Now dark aspect says being too tired, and we talked about this, being burnt out. This was your ancestor message already. Let's not step into this. Feeling weak, not having enough energy, being anxious, or focusing on the bad habits. Okay, so that's something to watch out for, because a lot of times where our power lies, there can be our weaknesses too. Okay, so we're not giving into this next week and a half. And I feel like that's it, pile number 2. That's what I got for you. I really feel like someone needs to write down those ideas that they may have. Maybe you started getting those downloads. You are in this energy of manifestation. Now, when I talk about manifestation, I don't personally believe in just manifesting out of your mind, using the energy. We have to meet God universe halfway. We have to take action. We take the first step and then we met halfway. So make sure that you're not just, sitting on the couch or on the floor meditating on that. Make sure that you set an intention from, I don't know, Wednesday, I'm actually taking charge of this and I'm doing it myself. And let that energy meet you halfway, okay? And have fun. I feel like some of you may want to go back to a childhood home or childhood memories. Someone may be looking at the old pictures. It feels like it gives you this kind of like soothing energy that you may need, and you are feeling very warm overall. That's what I got for pile number 2. For the next week, let's tap into pile number 3. Let's see what we got. Pile 3. Let's get these back into their decks. Okay, whoever has chosen this, I call it ancient deck. I'm gonna put timestamps once this live is finished, because it shows me the time on live in reverse and it is very confusing for me. And I also don't want to waste time. You're very welcome, Lorinda. You have a great day too. All right, let's start. 10 of Wands, okay? 2 of Pentacles, busy, busy. Pile 3. Ace of Cups. Initiate of Coins. Okay. There's a lot of symbolism in this deck that I tend to look at if I feel intuitively that we need to analyze it. Hierophant. 2 of Swords. The 4 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Wands. Okay, overall energy, without pulling more cards from other decks, it feels like you are very determined, pile number 3, next week to sort something out. Now, this could be a career thing, a project, maybe an issue that you've been having lately. The thing is, what I'm seeing here, the more someone is in their mind, the more they overthink, the bigger the problem becomes. So try avoid doing that, because there is a possibility for you to get burnt out in your head. I'm seeing someone possibly having a headache, feeling a lot of tension in their head, and it's because of their thoughts. So tap into the earth if you can. If you're feeling that this is coming through already, tap into the earth. Have at least an hour's walk if you can. For some people, it helps playing music and shaking their limbs, right? Shaking off that tension and that energy. For others, maybe meditation. But what I would suggest, if we're too much in our head, in our thoughts, which is air in tarot, let's focus on the earth, which is solid material. Let's do something outside. Or if you can't go outside, what I tend to do, I open my wardrobe and I start reorganizing everything. I just play music and I just focus on the fabric. I focus on, okay, do I need this? Will I continue using this? Can I give it away? And I do it for an hour at least. So that we have this, we have the sensation of touch, right? All right, what else here? Pile number 3, you may be offered another contract next week. We're gonna have, say, if you already have a job, someone else may want you, someone else may reach out to you via LinkedIn, someone maybe in your friend group or colleague may let you know about this other place. I feel like someone is considering what other contract I want to focus on. Now there is one particular, or maybe maximum 2 people here that I'm going to be talking to right now. Someone has taken on a very traditional role in their routine, with a partner, but they themselves are non-traditional at all and they are suffering quite a lot. So say um, someone was really maybe entrepreneurial, independent. Let's take a woman as an example. And now they have a baby, they have a family. They talked about it, how things gonna work, what she's gonna do, what he's gonna do. But she's noticing that it's actually very heavy for her, that she needs a bit more time for herself, that she's not getting enough time to just sleep, to just rest. And since she wasn't in this area at all, she was probably going to business meetings and going talking to other people about inspiration, what is next, what we can create, build in business. It is a very different environment for her. So she might be struggling much more than maybe some other people who tend to be more traditional. So I'm giving you a family as an example. It could be in anything really. Your cards are saying please ask for help or please talk to people so that they understand who you are and why this can be a bit more difficult for you than anyone else. Hey RDS. Okay, let me check. So I want to put you down in the books for the queue. Yeah, I got you. Could you just give me your name so that's easier for me to connect instead of just a short nickname? Okay. I'll note down that your question is in the comments. That's no problem. Thank you, Deza. Perfect. I will start in the next 10 minutes with your personal reads, okay? So, all right. So someone may be struggling with tradition, okay, overall. Could be in the workplace, could be in a relationship. Let's see, what is the best advice for you here? Yeah, Eight of Swords. Please talk to someone about this. Express what's on your mind so that you can get rid of this baggage. What is the highlight of your next week, week and a half? You are rushing. Pile number 3, I feel like you tend to rush yourself quite a bit. You tend to push yourself a lot. This is good, but also I feel like you're pushing yourself to the edge, pile number 3. Make sure you don't burn out. And this was kind of like a continuous theme throughout all 3 piles. People burning out a little bit. Let's slow down a bit, especially pile number 3. Let's slow down. All right. What else? What is the best advice here for you? Okay, teamwork will be your way to go next week, week and a half. Instead of working against each other, let's work together. It could be in your workplace, it could be in your partnership too. You know, sometimes when people go, but you did this, but you did that on Wednesday, they're going against each other instead of looking at the problem as an issue and coming towards it as a team to solve it. So your power lies in teamwork. You can discuss things, yes, of course, but in a calm matter. Otherwise, this could become a very unnecessary fight, okay? And you know what? This whole reading is very different from pile 1 and 2 because someone is depleted or someone is tired or someone may have hormonal imbalance or PMS, and it's just like it's a lot in my head, it's a lot in my emotions, a lot in my body, and it shows in my environment too. So what I feel within is what I feel without, you know? What I feel internally is what is happening externally here. So I would really say pile number 3, take some time off. Next week would be a really good time to go to a spa for a massage. And I know you might not want to do that because your head may be fried and you're like, "Oh, I don't want to think of another thing to book." But listen, it's gonna be really good for you. It's gonna be really, really good for you. You can put an end to this like mental or emotional struggle in here. What else? 10 of Swords, 7 of Swords, and Novice of Cups. And the Fool. Have you dealt with someone recently who wasn't transparent with you? Or a memory popped up about a past partnership, romantic, platonic, business, where someone wasn't fair to you? It may happen next week, week and a half. What is the best advice here? What is the best advice here for you? Move on, move forward. The karma will do its thing, okay? As I say, other people's karma is none of our business. None of our business. What are you happy about next week, week and a half? Ace of Coins, 7 of Cups, opportunities. Especially if you're looking for opportunities, next week is a week. But see, we can't see the opportunities if we are too stuck in our heads. So that's why I keep pushing you to take time off if you are depleted or if you are too tired. Because you may be blind to it. All right? And especially there might be a very unexpected opportunity or offer here. It's going to take time for you to think about this. With the Lover's card, you're like, okay, what do I do? What do I do? Feel like you're gonna make a choice that is best for you. And the choice that you're making means that you may have to leave something behind first in order to open space for this new proposal. What is this proposal about? I'm curious. What is this proposal about? It may be coming from a person who sits mostly in their masculine. Could be a younger individual as well. A proposal for change. Some of you may get invited to a place where you're going to have to pack your bags and go. It's coming through here as a gift to you. I'm seeing it as, look what I have for you. Do you want to take it? And you go, ooh, I don't know. Should I take this path? Should I take that path? If I were you, I would take a new proposal opportunity. Because this new energy feels like a gift to you. It feels like it could be changing quite a lot in your life. But what you're going to be worrying about, but how can I leave what I had? How can I end what I had? So some of you might be too stuck on what you already have, not wanting anything to change, and that might be keeping you in the same energy. I would avoid that, okay? Yeah, go on a new journey. Anything that's new, pile 3, for you next week, it feels like a breath of fresh air. Someone really needs a breath of fresh air. Something new, some changes. So that's going to motivate you, rejuvenate you, inspire you. Is the week for you to tap out of the old. Also, any habits that you may want to change. Commit to the new, better habits. It's a really great week to do so. It's also a great week to close the doors that should have been closed for a while, if you know what I mean. It's a week to get rid of any stuff that you don't need in your house, especially if anyone tends to be a bit of a hoarder here. It's a week to cleanse yourself. It's a week to have a really long, good salt bath. It's a week for you to go to a spa. It's a week of pampering, okay? Taking care of yourself. Do more of that and see how you feel then. See what kind of energy you're going to be carrying with you then. What decisions you will be making then. as if you're going to be looking at your life with a fresh set of eyes, and I feel like you need that. If someone is confused here, we're going to do, if you have more questions, pile 3, I'm going to do a pick a card in a pick a card. So if you have any question to which answer is yes or no, start thinking of that question, or maybe a couple, because we're going to have 8 options here. And see, maybe one of those numbers as an answer will come up for you straight away. Okay, pile number 3, answers to your questions. You can ask 3 different questions for various different topics if you want to, because there are plenty of cards to choose from. Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile 3, pile 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. If you need a little bit more time, you know what to do. Stop the video. And we are starting with numbers 1. The answer to your question is, it's a no. Number 2, it's a yes, definitely. 3, this requires more time. There may be a delay to a situation, or sleep on it. Give it more time. 4, it's a maybe, meaning that there's going to be a surprise in a situation, but it's not a bad one. Anytime I get a maybe. The good and expected that you're not supposed to know about, otherwise it wouldn't be a surprise. A lot of times this means this will work out better than you think. You may realize it just later on. 5, it's a yes. 6, there is something better. Another path is yours, or you're not looking at the right thing right now. You're not focusing on the right thing. 7, it's a no. 8, it's a yes. So that's what I have for pile 3. Now we're gonna jump to your private readings. Let's get the list out and let's look at your questions. The first person, sorry about the noise. First person that I got is Angelica. Okay, I have so far 5 people. If you want to book, you can still do it. I won't take more than 2 more bookings here today. Angelica, okay. Let's look at your question. What I need to know now. Let me write it down. I like to stare at questions. That's how I connect. I stare at the name and I stare at the question. All right, let's put it right here. What you need to know now. Let's use a bit of sage. Let's tap in. Okay. Angelica, what do you need to know now? Mm-hmm. Okay, how can you do that? Let's see. All right, the cards want to talk about your acceptance of self, but not only. Self-love is a theme here for you, Angelica. And I'm gonna say the cards want to kick you in the ass a little bit here. Look at your potential. This whole time I was shuffling the cards, they were screaming at me. Look at your potential. Sometimes you put yourself in a position thinking that, oh, maybe I can't do that, or maybe you doubt quite a lot. You doubt yourself way too much, and your cards are saying it's enough. Okay, what we need to focus on right now is the magician energy, your abilities, what you are able to do here, your skill set, what you are capable of. Because the more we look at these cards over here, the more we stay in that energy, or in our head, we question ourselves way too often, or we get too tense. It's almost like it has become a habit, and your cards are saying no. We are going to be focusing on, in this season of your life right now, on the self-worth, more of it. I know you have it, but we need more, because the scales are not equal here. Okay, who you are and what you sometimes believe you are. Self-confidence, optimism for the future events. Know that you deserve love. I feel like sometimes you very subconsciously do something that puts you in a position where you're not deserving. No, 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 no. Your cards are also saying we're not entertaining anyone who's not here for long term, who's not also serious about their plans in the future. We are not entertaining that. What we are tapping into here is the love that is mutual in friendships, in families, in romantic relationships. We are walking away from kind of flimsy or flaky type of connections because we really don't need them. Not to say that we are pointing our finger here, saying like you are not doing this. No, your cards are saying we need to talk about you. What is your decision, okay? What you want to do. I feel like this might be more of your future energy right here. You may not understand what I'm trying to tell you a little bit later down the line, but we're not because you don't want that. What you want is mutual understanding and mutual emotional intelligence. And you are gathering in the future more of such connections. Right now would be beneficial for you to pay attention to your home. How is your home feeling? What you want to change, what you want to improve. I'm seeing abundance coming towards you in the future. But it's interesting, the way you're achieving this abundance is you first closing the door. I'm literally seeing the wind. The door is open and there's a lot of wind coming into your room, and you go, oh, that is keeping me cold. Let me close that door. What is keeping you cold? You're literally closing the door to that, and the moment you do, you turn around, you look at the window, and there is sunshine, and you go, oh, wow, this is great. What are you closing your doors to? What are you closing your doors to? Short-term satisfactions. That's what it is. Anything else that Tara wants to say? No, just keeps hinting that you may expect financial growth in the future. Financial growth in the future. But somehow it's tied to that door that I keep talking about. Where are you giving too much of your energy? What is keeping you cold? Since tarot is not giving away that easily, you're going to have to sit down and do a bit of analysis. So this is your homework, okay? Hope this was helpful. All right, let's continue. This was like one of those readings where I was like, tell her how much potential she has, and let her operate in this world from that energy and see how her life changes. That's what it was. Okay, Angelica, done. Tyler. Okay, Tyler, let's see. Let me use a bit of poetry before we start. Is G acting different because he wants to show me his commitment? Anything I should know about the situation? Any other advice in general from my ancestors? Okay. You booked 2 questions. Let's see. Is G acting different because he wants to show me his commitment? We're gonna see. Is G acting different because he wants to show you his commitment? Why is G acting different? What does he want to show you? Something for sure. No, not too many. Is G acting different? Does he want commitment? What does he want with you? What does he want with you? He wants changes. What was no more? Okay. Why he's acting different? First thing first. He wants to show you that he's more in balance. And it's personal to him, that he's more in balance. Now, what he wants to do is, listen, there is sexual tension when this person thinks about you. The thing is, it was funny because what does he want to show you? And the Ace of Wands came through. In situations like that, depending on the surrounding cards, the Ace of Wands is like, you know what, I'm going to show you, okay? So this person, what he wants is definitely to explore this passion with you. That is for sure. But what I'm not really settled with here, that behind this person, I'm seeing quite a lot of other options that this person may be thinking about. I don't know if they're talking about this with you, if you talked about commitment, do you want to be exclusive or not? But I'm seeing this person not very grounded when it comes to this commitment. This guy is juggling. There are a lot of options right here. He's thinking about the future, but it's as if he's trying to make up his mind what he wants to commit to right now. And I really don't think that he has decided at all. Don't be surprised if in the future this person may become a bit distant. This person wants to show you that they are more in balance, but I don't know if they are in balance. Let's see, are they in balance? This is someone who likes to be quite independent. I don't know how well you know this person, but at least right now in this season of their life, they like this independence. It's very confusing here because, hey, I like my independence, but at the same time, I feel like something is missing. But at the same time, I don't know if this is the option for me, or maybe I want to explore something else. I need to focus. It's just that energy. What does this person want to happen? And this person on their own journey, they are trying to step into this figure of a father. Okay, they are preparing for this energy. And I'm not talking about father for the children. I'm talking about the archetype of the father. Okay, there's a lot to it. If I was lagging a little bit in the past, I want to focus on it a little bit more. Does this person want it with you? See, again, they are conflicted. They haven't made up their mind what they want to do. This requires more time. What is the best advice for you? What is the best advice for you? You know what you're worth. But why you know that you're the queen over here. But why are you stressing or so anxious about this? I'm not seeing a reason why you should be. Are you losing sleep over the situation? Neither one of us has really decided about that. It's been a situation for a while. For us, on and off for a while. My pleasure, Angelica. Yeah, and both of you gotta get your shit together here. Sit down and talk what you wanna do. Because you a lot in your head in this situation. This person is thinking, what about this? What about that? What about the second? Wow. This reminded me of that movie scene, what do you want? But what do you really want? What do you want? Okay, what does this person want? Yeah, this person does want a family. But there's a lot of background things that need to be worked on that feels like an interference in this case. Because when this person thinks about the relationship, it's like something is in the way. Something is in the way. They would want a traditional type of connection here. What is in the way? What is in the way here? This person is waiting for some sort of news. What is in the way? Something that could have happened here in the past that lacked maturity. Was something stolen or taken away? I don't know. It's some sort of like sad news here. You will know yourself because you know this person, but something is in the way here in this connection, and there is no ground. It's like it's floating up in the air. So something has to happen between you two, and either you talk, okay, if you talked about this, what needs to happen if you both want commitment? If you don't, or if you know that you can't for some reason, what is the best advice then for you? Okay, listen, this has to be this equal, literally equal give and take, okay? Are both of you going to be able to pull your own weight? Because it has to start. I'm bringing in 50 of something, you're bringing in 50. That's when this can start materializing. Otherwise, I'm seeing this is very messy. Let me look at the YouTube comments. No, I'm more stressed because he may be going away because of legal troubles. That was the bad news, or lack of maturity, probably, yes. Literally, that says, lol, we are so conflicted always. He may be going away to jail. So you know what situation you would be involving yourself in here. Would that be enough of this give and take for you? Would you feel that enough is given to you, right? Because you know that that's not going to be an easy route. And what do you want? Is that okay for you? What do you want? Is that something that you are okay with? Is that something that you want to commit to? It's completely up to you. Any other advice? I feel like overall when that happens in the future, you have a hard time committing and leaving this person. It's a drag. At some point with the cycle card over here, you're gonna have to decide what you do with this. Because otherwise I'm seeing a lot of time that is being dragged out. A lot of time. Yeah, bottom of deck, we keep coming back. We keep coming back. But is there any potential here? No, this is a difficult situation, man. This might end up suffocating you more than anything else. This might be heavy, okay? This might be very heavy. It may start as a little bit of weight, but towards the end it may be heavy. You literally suspended in the air. You yourself have to decide what you want to do in this situation. Because both people are undecided. You have to write down what you are aiming for in partnership. Okay? I'm not going to tell you here, should you stay or should you go. You know that in your heart. So write it down. What does this feel like to me? What am I waiting for? Yeah? Hope this made sense. What am I waiting for? And this is one of those situations where you You're on a cycle with a person. Say, for example, some people are on those cycles of friendships, some romantic relationships, and because there is not, no one is kind of like stomping their feet to the ground and saying that's what I want to happen. It just keeps being floaty. For you gotta take charge and you gotta make a decision, whatever that would be for you. What do you feel is the best decision for you? Feel it. Don't think it. Feel it in your heart. Do you feel that you are drawn to this person? When you think of the future, do you have good feelings about the future? Or are you scared? Or are you anxious? All right. Janelle, where are you? YouTube live reading, okay. Whatever wants to come out. Okay, Janelle, let's see what wants to come out for you. In your reading, let's clear the energies, neutralize the space. I'm gonna use the Dreams of Gaia for you. Okay, Janelle. What needs to show up here in your reading? What needs to be talked about for your own good? Hmm. Hmm. You carry a very ancient energy with you. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna allow whatever needs to come through here. First thing first, focus on your breathing. And it's just in general, overall in your life. Breathing is something that you need to look at. Breath work would be beneficial for you. I'm also getting mm, as if I want to get some more air. Do you have any allergies or any repetitive issues with your respiratory system or anything like that? Tyler, my pleasure. Make your decision, girl. Your cards are saying breathing is not only something that you're used to, but it could be healing for you. Now, right now, what's coming through here is this kind of like background tension in the body. And I know we all have it. But since I have a couple of cards talking about it, it is really important to pay attention to it. Anytime you feel that there is tension in your body, focus on that tension. Feel it. Where is it? Where is my body? Where do I hold it? Where feels heaviest? Or maybe if you close your eyes, you're going to pinpoint a color, a darker color somewhere, or a cloud. Focus on that and start breathing deeply. Do some breath work. You can do it at your own pace. You can find one. I really liked Wim Hof's. It's a short one on YouTube. It is not too intense, nothing crazy. It gets any tension out of my system. This could be beneficial to you too. You said definitely resonates. I forget to breathe all the time. I do not have allergies. I take natural remedies for my Great. Natural remedies works with you because you're working with nature, okay? You're being shown as a person who works with nature. This is literally your image right here. And you have in nature all the medicine that works for you, because I know not for everyone that can work. I know all of us want to be, as natural as possible, but it doesn't work all the time. Breathing, I can't let this go. Make it a habit if you can. If you don't do breath work right now, make it a habit at least 3 times a week to do breath work. Listen, let me share the one that I do with you in case that's gonna resonate with you, because there are a lot of various breath works you can find out there. I like that it's straight to the point. It is not too dragged out. It is not overly intense. I will paste it in the comment section if you want to. Save it somewhere. Now, but what's important for you is to pay attention to how you feel afterwards, okay? Don't get up straight away, lay with your eyes closed. I usually just play some meditation music or what calms me. I don't try to get up straight away. I give myself time. It's important for you to make this a habit. You may start with 3 days a week or a couple of days a week. You may want to do it every morning. Your head will be so clear if you do this every morning. And I cannot stress this enough because this is everywhere in your reading. It's the breathing. It's the main thing that the cards want to talk about. It could make a lot of changes in your life. How your energy flows, how your body feels, how much energy you have. You will feel realigned. And allow any emotions or any sensations to come through in that breath work. Do not resist anything. In this breathing, for me, it's being shown that it's connected to tension in your body. I'm tense and I forget to breathe. Or I'm tense, I tense up and I tense everything up. And I'm like, and then when I relax, I'm like, whew. So this is the main thing for you. Why this is the only topic that Tarot wants to talk about, because it has a big influence on a lot of things for you. If you have a clear head, if you have more energy, if you're breathing more freely, the decisions you are making might maybe slightly different. How you think of a problem is different, right? How you approach issues in life. Very tense in your body. Okay, there's one more thing that you can try out. Apart from breath work, see what sits well with you, with your body. Focus and just lay down, preferably in the evening if you can, after the shower, fresh bed sheets. Have your aura right. Set up a room however you want it to, and close your eyes. Play meditation music, whichever gets you in this like slight trance, right? For me personally, I like shamanic drums. It gets me in that state. I play that. Close your eyes, take a couple of deep breaths, connect your body first. How we do that is we focus with our mind on our chin, on our jawline. Is it tense? Let me relax it. You're kind of scanning the whole body. You relax it a little bit. Then, once you're there, put your hands or focus with your mind on that particular area of the body where you hold a lot of tension in, stomach and back, right? You can give that tension a color if you want to. You can even give it a texture so that it's easier for you to grasp on it. And with every deep breath that you take, imagine with every breath out, that tension is disappearing, and that color that was there is becoming smaller and smaller until it becomes a tiny little circle. And then instead of that, put your hands on the same spot once you're released, and set yourself an intention. Now instead of this, I will put that. Would it be relaxation? Would it be peace? Would it be grounding? And again, as you breathe in and breathe out, you can imagine a color or light coming from above, from the source, overflowing that whole area in your body, and then take it all over through your whole body. So try this out. That's what I have for you. Hope this helps, and you can breathe freely and get rid of that tension and improve your everyday, because I can imagine how heavy it may feel. Yeah, people get used to heaviness, right? But I feel like you need to come out on the other side, and this could be helpful. All right. I want to breathe myself in this. Whew. Okay. Let's tidy the desk. Let's see what's next. I'm glad it's helpful. So Janelle, now we're going to focus on Melinda. Thank you. Blessings to you too. Melinda. I don't have a place where to put that book. Okay, give me 1 sec. I need to make more space on this table. Melinda, I will read it out for myself because it's a personal question. Answering it, you will know yourself what we're talking about. All right. Let's see. does this person want a life together? Does this person want a life together? Right now. Does this person want a life together? You know what? What this is super interesting because this person wants a life together, but it feels like the maturity level is not there. You know what this feels like? This is someone who gets married, say youngish, right? And they still have places to be, and they start going places, but what they already married. This is one of those situations where this person will always have this inner explorer, and they will be led where the passion is. It's almost like the person who, I'm seeing a gathering, and I'm seeing a group of men, and on the other side I'm seeing a group of women. These are the partners of each other. The moment someone else walks through the door to join that party, most of these men, they keep talking, but there are a couple of men that are going to look at the female that this other guy came with. There's always going to be this kind of like interest there. Now, it doesn't mean that this person will always act upon it. It's completely up to them. But there's like this need to explore romance, or need to explore passion, the interest. I want it to be interesting. So that's why this is conflicting, because the other person wants a family, wants to live together, but you cannot have both lives, okay? You cannot have both lives, and this person has to make up their mind what they want to do, what personality they are in right now, what is fair for both of you. Now, if you're not going to make a decision yourself, then this person has to make that decision. The answer to the first question, it's a yes for now. But there's this inner persona that sometimes may come out. Now, do you trust this individual? Because if there is no trust in marriage, what are we talking about? You cannot build without trust. This will keep creeping out as a shadow in the partnership. Sooner or later, it's gonna end up being a resentment. Then it's gonna be something else. We cannot hold on to those emotions. We have to make a decision here. What do we do? Either, okay, first question, do I trust this person? Yes, no, why? Second, do I want to continue having a family with this person? Yes, no, why? Same thing with this person that you're asking about. Answer these same questions together. But if this person is saying, yes, I want a family with you, yes, I'm going to always be transparent to you, but deep down you don't trust it, then you cannot build on this. Or if you want to say, hey, it will require a lot of time for me to trust you again, so this person would have to work harder on partnership. Does he have enough of resources in order to do that? Buzzing noises? I'm not sure. I think something happened with my phone. And I don't know how to take it apart because it's an iPhone. At one point, something went wrong with the audio, so I have to use a mic. And even if I use the mic, sometimes it happens. Okay, what is the best advice for you here, Melinda? Apart from what I talked about, what is the best advice for you? Straightforward. Take distance. Taking some distance from the situation. Focusing on the self a little bit more. I don't know how you can take distance knowing your situation, but everything is possible if one wants. You need to find yourself again. You need to find yourself again. Because now there's like you in this inner conflict and you cannot live like this. You cannot live in this inner conflict constantly. That decision has to be made. What is going to be your decision? A message for you. I wasn't intending to interpret this card because I take this as an oracle deck. All your life experiences have prepared you for this moment of truth. It's time to declutter your home, clear away situations that are not working for you anymore, and disengage from people who create more drama than happiness. That's an overall, like literally what I was trying to tell you here in this reading. From now on, you are in charge, okay? How you're going to approach the situation. Answer some of the questions that I was talking about for you. And ask this person that you're asking about to answer the same ones. And from there you can make a decision what you want to do. Okay, Melinda is done. Next, Deza. Kate said, pile 3. Just went off the call with my boss who told me about an opportunity at a company and encouraged me to apply for a job. Congrats! That was definitely your pile. Okay, let me find Deza's comment. My question is, what's near future energy? Currently going through divorce and desperately job hunting, okay? Can imagine this being a really stressful part of your life. Currently going through divorce and desperately job hunting. What is your near future energy? What do you need to know? What do you need to know? What is the best advice for you? What to focus on for your highest good? Stand your ground. Wow, that came through strong. Why? What's best to focus on for you? What's best to focus on? Good, good, good. Okay, let's get one more deck out. What is your near future energy? What can you expect? Okay, near future energy. You're still like in this, I don't want to call it a battlefield, but within, that's how it feels like in the near future energy, because you need time for this to settle, and I'm seeing something requiring time. Now, make sure what you don't do on this journey, that you don't become a bit apathic. Because there might be a situation where you may feel a little bit emotionally too drained and you go, oh, I don't want to see anything, I don't want to do this. Call a friend, call someone who has your back, and vomit it out, okay? Whatever is on your mind, vomit it out. Okay, this is hard, this is difficult, that's what happened. That would be beneficial and helpful. Stand your ground when it comes to the situation you're dealing with, okay? Make sure that things are fair. But for the future cards, what I have for you is actually great stuff. I'm seeing through deep personal strength, you are able to overcome any issues in the future. I'm seeing you so determined that your determination can move mountains. So don't give up on that part of you. I'm seeing you focusing on your intellect here to get what you want, which is great. I'm seeing you living in a new home. This is further down the line though. I'm seeing you building solid foundations for the future. You are overcoming any obstacles here. Also, a side note, within the next half year, there may be a person who has an eye on you, because I'm seeing an admirer. I know that's not interesting for you probably right now, but since it's in the cards, I gotta tell you. All you want here in your cards, what I see, is to move forward and move on. And you're doing it with such grace. Keep that passion going. Keep that determination going, because, yes, this will be a journey. But this is a journey that I'm literally seeing you walking towards the sunshine. There are still a couple of mountains to climb. Anytime you get right next to the mountain, you take a breather, you go, okay, I'm ready, let's go. You're not standing there for too long thinking, oh, this mountain is gonna be big to climb. You go. And that's what kind of energy brings you success in the future. In overall all endeavors, your determination. Even if you get in a no for, say, if a job interview or whatever, if you get in a no, you don't take it personally. And don't take it personally. Brush it off. Next. What else is out there? You're all about starting from zero here with a full card, and I feel like how I talked about coming next to that mountain and just taking a quick breather. Let's go up now. Not overthinking or staying in your head for way too long is what keeps you going, because you don't have time to think about bad things, to overthink. You're all about action, and that's exactly what gets you to the destination that you want. Let's see, anything to watch out for? Anything to watch out for? Not really. Literally, I keep pulling cards and I'm getting good cards. Yes, there will be ups and downs, but I'm not seeing anything that your cards want to warn you about. What I do see is around plus minus a month here and there, October time. You may expect even more changes. I'm seeing also you taking vacation. Currently, we are selling our Martial home and plan to purchase 2 small apartments. I just felt there was something fishy. I fear my ex will pull his smart-ass lawyer on me. That's why the first card here I was like, okay, stand your ground. Okay, so what do you need to do in order for you to stand your ground firmly? I don't do readings on law because I'm not professional in that. I don't know about that. Seek for professional help in that case. But overall, all of your cards are talking about the exciting events that you can look forward to. Is there anything? Financially, you're good. You are pulling your weight. You have a job. Everything is fine. It feels like as smooth of a ride as it can be. What's best to focus on right now? Apart from what you're doing already. What's best to focus on right now? The only thing is taming your those, I don't want to call negative, but super intense emotions as much as possible. You know, for example, it went from love to hate. That's how intensely I'm feeling the emotions. Imagine that's like literally toxins in your bloodstream. When it comes to negativity, focus on you and remember it's all about you right now, and you're not gonna carry that with you. You're not gonna carry that with you. Within the next 3 months, I believe. But I'm also seeing you playing a different role job-wise around autumn time. So within this year, I feel like there will be a couple of changes in the workplace, but I'm seeing that both of them may be a positive. That's what I have for you. So focus on your emotions right now so that you don't scatter yourself, because emotions are powerful, especially anger. It holds a lot of power in it. So a lot of times what I do if I feel super freaking angry, I change that energy into motivation. I go, okay, now I'm gonna work. And listen, that work day often is freaking great. Because anger is a lot of generated energy. I'm not saying that you need to work from that energy or do everything from that energy, because then probably whatever you pick up, it breaks because you drop it by accident and you get even more mad. But first, change it into some other energy that you want it to be. Okay? So that's that. I hope this made sense. Thank you all who joined me. And I'm going to catch you in the next one. I will let you know. I'll post about it. I'll try posting about it a couple of days in advance, okay? And have a beautiful week. I'll see you in the next one.